Andrew McCART, IFL TV. I'm here in Newcastle, delighted to be joined by Mr. CONOR BENN. CONOR, wherever your gym mates are, you are. You're in Mexico for John Ryder, you're in Monte Carlo for Joe Cordina, you're in Newcastle for Jimmy Sains. I mean, you're a team player, I'll give you that.
Yeah, mate, you know what, it's just nice seeing all the boys win, you know, because when they win, we all win, you know, and that's how it feels in the gym.
That's what I was going to say. I said this to Jimmy Sains. Why is the gym buzzing off each other right now? Because you all seem to be like best friends as well as like gym mates. It seems like more of a best friend type thing that you. Why is that? Where is that morale coming from?
Well, I look up to everyone in the gym. Do you know what I mean? See how hard they work, you know, and see what all the work we all put in. See all the fighters' attributes. Jimmy's good at some stuff. Joe's better at other stuff. Johnny's better at other stuff. So we all got our own attributes, and you know, we all learn from each other. And I feel like we all just push each other, man. Like when you genuinely want each other to win, you know, it does really feel like a victory and a win for the team, for yourself. You know, and we work so hard together. You know, we're always pushing each other. You know, we always got banter in the gym. You know, so you think I spend more time in the gym than I do at home, really?
How does your wife feel about that?
It pays the bills.
I want to say as well, obviously, I said to Jimmy as well, I want to talk about Jimmy's performance there because you share the ring room, but he's getting to be in the gym with you, who's on a massive fight, looks like. We're going to touch on it, but Chris EUBANK Jr., John Ryder, world title challenger, Joe Cordina, world champion. Right now he's buzzing, Craig Richards as well. Right now he's looking at you and finding inspiration, but you're looking down at Jimmy Sains. How good can this kid be? Because he's 2 fights, perfect record, 2 knockouts. How far can this kid go?
Do you know what? It's the way he learns. It's the way he can adapt and change, and the way he's learned so much in a short period, which he has. It took me years to get to where I am now in terms of learning ability. I know he's been a decorated amateur, but the way he can adapt and change, and Tony's moulding him into this fighter that he's now becoming. I see in the gym day in, day out, from defence, from you know, counters, from reactions, from everything's all coming off. And Tony moulds us into the fighters that he wants us to be, and the vision that he sees. You know, so he can be really good, mate. You know, and I've sparred him. He can punch. He can really punch. And I mean that.
You said about body shots as well. I don't know if it was you that gave him the body shot, or maybe Craig Richards, or somebody gave him a body shot. Was it you?
I mean, he gave me the body shot. I'm not if you're winding me up, but he gave me the body shot.
Maybe I misheard, or maybe he gave you the body shot then.
We've had our fair share of blows with each other, you know. So, yeah, mate, from where he's come to where he's come now, from where he was, he's changed a lot. You know, he really has progressed. And I've seen it, because I had a small break. And when I've come back, I've realised that, wow, he's actually come on loads, and what he's picked up, you know, so the sky's the limit.
Can we touch on you now? Obviously, we're getting close to it. We're hearing Eddie Hearn saying good things, everyone's saying good things. Chris EUBANK Jr. fight, the fight that we could have had maybe a year and a half ago, but it seems very, very close. We're here in the end of January, February 3rd. Tony Sims has said it's close. How close is it, CONOR?
Yeah, listen, I just focus on doing the training. I let my team handle everything else. All I do know is I'm ready to fight. Whoever that is. I mean, whoever that is. Anyone top 5. You know, put them in front of me. And I mean that. You know, when I talk, I don't mix my words. I don't muddle my words. I mean what I say. And, you know what I mean? I'm ready for top 5. I'm ready for top 5, you know, at 147.
Obviously, there's going to be 160. Tony said that you won't make 160. He said you'll probably come in at 154, 155, so you won't even make the 160 mark against Chris EUBANK Jr. Is that a true statement? Do you think that you'll get up to 160? I've seen that you put the scales on your 77 kilos right now, or 78 kilos, whatever it is. That's 168 pounds, I think it is. So, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm enjoying my food. I'm enjoying my food.
You got Nando's coming, right?
I have. Oh, what did you? Oh, yeah, you heard me in there. I've got Nando's coming.
I just guessed that there.
No, I've got Nando's coming. I've got a double chicken peri tamer wrap, peri chips, spicy rice, and got to make sure I have the yogurt and the jam in the middle, and the peronaise.
If you don't eat it all, then I'm your man, right? I'll help you finish it.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be cleaning up. But yeah, no, listen, me at 168 right now. Listen, I'm a big welterweight. I never had to put weight on for the first fight. You know, I walk around at 168, 170, and then I cut back down to 147. You know, so you just manipulate the training. And, you know, I pick up the runs more, leave the weights alone. You know, I focus on my nutrition, whereas you see now, now I'm just eating, man. Training on a full stomach, so I'm heavily fueled, man.
glad you said that you're going to go down to 147, because I know when it comes to the boxing world, you've got your ear to the ground. Now, it'll be remiss of me not to ask, I'm sure you've seen Chris Eubank Senior's comments over the last couple of days. He said that if you go up to 160, you're not going to get down to 147. He's basically said there's something in your camp that's lying to you, reference everything that's going on. And he also mentioned about Harlem Eubank fighting him. I just want to get your response to all that.
There's a lot. I ain't seen much, but there's a lot that's come out of his mouth. It's just good to see him back in boxing. Good to see him, back. And whether he likes it or not, it's the fight that's in demand. It's not really what he wants and what he prefers and what he likes. Public demand it, so the public will get it. But it's good to see him back in boxing. I genuinely mean that, because at the end of the day, aside from everything else that he went through, he can use my name as clout and do all of that. But I'm just happy to see him back. A big rivalry with my dad, so I'm just happy to see him doing well, and I mean that. But obviously, I know he's now looking after his nephew, but if he does want to jump on board with this fight, the fight's happening regardless. So he can come on as an advisory role, and I mean that.
That's what I was going to say. Obviously, it was a knockdown there in the fight there. As a nostalgic feeling for me, I grew up watching your dad, and I grew up watching Chris Eubank Senior. To see them two, I know they're not going to fight, but their son's fighting. It's a nostalgic fight for me, because growing up with my dad watching them fights on TV, now I'm probably going to sit maybe close to ringside watching you two fight. I feel like this is something massive that's going to happen, and you must feel that as well. So to have Chris Eubank Senior there involved in some way must mean something to you as well.
Yeah, of course. I want Senior there in Junior's corner. Whatever that is needs to be sorted out. Listen, when everything's all gone, when everything's all said and done, when there's no boxing and there's no career, Joe's going to be in my corner. My dad. That's all that matters. Whatever it is. And then listen, I know Senior's gone through what he's gone through. This has all come as a surprise to everyone, come out of nowhere. So I don't blame him for doing what he's doing. You can't be taking food out your other son's mouth. That's wrong. Or trying to, or pushing that agenda.
He did say something referenced Junior's chin not being there anymore, or his punch resistance not being there. Just your response to that as well?
You can't say that about your son, man. You can't say that about your son. Come on. Irrelevant of how it goes. You say you're worrying for your son's health at 157. It's only £3. Then you're worried about your health son at 160. And I'm a dangerous man, according to him, and then wants to stick me in with his nephew. It's just mad. And you can see, if you look into it, it's just sad. I just hope that whatever it is gets sorted out. I hope Eubank Senior is there. This fight is happening because of Eubank Senior.
Legacy, yeah.
This fight is happening because of Nigel Benn. How are you not there? You're not there. Your nephew ain't the same. We are pure blood, our fathers. Sound like Senior then.
You did a little bit there, you know what I mean?
We're pure blood. We are our father's sons. Whether you like it or not, that's just, you can't. The apple don't fall far from the tree. No one's interested in no nephews or cousins or uncles, or no one's interested. So that agenda can end right there.
To be fair to Chris Eubank Senior, he was very, very nice to you. He said, I was the only one that cared about you. I said, I believe you. I knew you were innocent. You're the only one that's came into the light. But he said, you can't cheat the system. You need to speak to Robert Smith and all this sort of stuff. But at least he's been sincere to you in that sense.
It's hard to say. It's hard for everyone to talk when no one knows the facts and the agenda that's pushed. Everyone can have their opinions. That's fine. But the reality is, I know if his, I can't say son was in my shoes. If his nephew was in my shoes, he would have dealt with the situation very differently. But it's not even about it. It's good to see Senior back, irrelevant of everything he says or what he says. it's just good to see him back healthy, in a better frame of mind. And as I said, if he wants, I would like him involved in a fight. If he wants to join Team BENN, camp for the fight, as an advisory role, the offer stands, the offer's there. I want him involved, man. The fight's happening because of him. Don't do what you're doing.
What's going to happen to Chris Eubank Jr.? If it is, let's just say it's February 3rd, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 60 plus thousand. I don't know how much that stadium holds, but it's going to be an absolutely huge event. What's going to happen?
Do I need to say?
Please?
Mate, it don't go past 4 rounds, man. I will come out.
You've said that for a long time now.
Well, I believe it. Everyone thought I was joking. Watch the Smith fight. And that's it. Like,
What Smith fight?
yeah, watch the first Smith fight. The second one weren't great either. You know, so not taking nothing away from Junior, but he had a punch bag in there. And you know, Smith, you can tell Smith won at the races. Smith is a great fighter. He weren't there.
Conor, one last one now. If you go down to 147, we all know there's killers down there. Boots Ennis being one of them, Virgil Ortiz being another one. There's Josh Taylor moving up as well. So if you do go down to 147, I know you put something on your Instagram, I've seen on your story.
Yeah, you're forgetting one name.
Crawford, he's got up to 154, I think, to get.
No, you're missing one of the only killers coming out of Britain right now, CONOR BENN.
No, that's what I mean. You're there with them. That's what I mean.
You've gone, there's killers in the division. I'm hearing all these names.
You're already died.
I'm getting old in a minute.
No, but I mean, you're there with them, but there's more killers. But Boots Ennis is a fight. I seen that you put on your story on your Instagram as well about Boots Ennis. That's something that you're looking forward to. I know all well and be the legacy fight with Chris Eubank Jr. is going to be a huge fight. It's going to be massive. Money fight as well. Going to be payday for you. But Boots Ennis, world title.
Boots Ennis, Barrios, Stanionis. These are the top guys in the division. You know, these are the guys in the division. Do you know what I mean? So, and I know my name's up there. So any of them can get it. And obviously you've got politics involved and promotional deals that they get involved in. It's all just politics and money. So, listen, let's try. Certainly, bro. Let's try and make any of them fights. You know, even if say the EUBANK fight don't happen, 147, no problem. I'm not the one emailing the WBO or WBC to not make me mandatory. I'm 27 years old, just turned 27. So for me, I'm just getting started. You know, I really am just getting started. You know, what's coming up to 160, fight him, come back down. Fight don't happen, fight carry on at 147. Nothing changes for me.
But I'll let you get on because I can smell your Nando's. It's probably right behind me right now. So listen, thank you so much as always, brother, and I appreciate your time. Thank you, Conor. Thank you, brother. Thank you.